This is the second time that we've done the teen convening, and the first one was last summer. It was the culmination of a 3-year grant that we'd had through the Wallace Foundation. It was a $500,000 excellence grant, and that allowed us to really expand our programming from probably serving roughly 200 to close to 2,000 teens a year. And it was always written and stipulated in the grant that we would create a teen-driven dialogue that would allow teens to be the primary speakers, talking about issues that were important to them, about arts education, and specifically about museum education. And we felt it was a success enough that we'd want to do it again this year, and really just sort of see if we can get more museums involved. Looking at is issues in contemporary art that really resonate with young people and with teenagers. And in the words of someone great that we know over at the Walker, Witsi Asoko, he talked about how museums should be safe places for unsafe ideas, and that contemporary artists are really looking at issues that are very relevant for teens. Who am I? What is my identity? Where do I fit into the world? And that I think this opportunity for teens to connect with contemporary artists is just really important. Well, I just brought the publication that we did last year, and these were the findings that we had from 8 different topics that we had done here at the museum. We're about to do a very similar structure in just a few minutes, but that the idea of really going deeper into conversations that we were able to start online. And so the amazing 25 young people and museum educators that have come here to Boston were able to start talking about some of these issues online. They'll be here this afternoon and going deeper on same ideas of leadership, what education looks like in the 21st century, whether or not they feel like museums can be safe spaces. We touched on these last year, and it's a chance for us to really think through how to go a lot deeper.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a Teen Arts Council alum.
Hi, my name is Donovan, and I am currently on the Teen Arts Council. I'm a senior member. Woo! Oh, we had 14 teens from 7 museums, including ours, around the nation, from New York, Minnesota, Washington,
New Orleans,
Indiana.
Yeah.
There's another one, Chicago. And then ours, so that makes 7, because 2 came from New York.
Everyone had their presentations. It was basically like all the museums went up in the theater and told us about their different programs. Some programs were planners, like the ICA Teen Arts Council. Some programs did mostly art. Some programs even did night themes.
The presentations were really good because it allowed everyone to see what everyone else did and to take pointers and tips for what they could do. Such museums like the Walker, who had a Teen Arts Council like ours for 14 years, was a big inspiration to us Teen Arts Council members who were there, because we got to see some things that we could add and things like that. And we learned from the other programs things that we could add to like our media programs and things like that.
And not only that, we learned better ways to market our teen programs and our teen nights.
But also on the first night we had Teen Night!
It was our first summer teen night ever. Teen Night is basically something that the Teen Arts Council does 4 times a year. The last one is dedicated to a fast forward program that the ICA also holds. And it was awesome.
It was really good. We had tours of the exhibits. We also had 5 different performers, live music downstairs in the lobby.
There was a pizza bar.
Yes, that was really good. Really big seller. They had hummus and all that. It was a really good time. And I believe everybody enjoyed it. We did too. And everybody who came to the convening also enjoyed it. It was a good time. Second day of the convening is like the meat of it all. We had the discussions about various things about museums and museum programming. So we talked about museums as safe spaces, leadership opportunities, civic engagement and social justice, as well as and education in the 21st century. Basically, all those 4 topics had to do with museums and museum programming and how we implement those. So we talked about leadership in terms of, do teens actually seek out these programs as leadership opportunities?
Or is it something that comes along? It was really helpful because it wasn't like we just sat down and had an informal discussion. We were literally at a table, well, not me. The ICA had two teen representatives. One was Christian, one was
Shabella.
And they basically, all the teens came around, square table, and discussed this in a timely manner. Some of them agreed, some of them disagreed, but that was the beauty of it because we got to see everyone's point of view. And
it was just also educational as well because, like the presentations, we learned different things as teens and as the implementers of these teen programs. But then also the adults learned a lot as staff. I mean, not as staff, but as the planners of these programs.
What's gonna happen? Another convening? Are you guys coming back?
Of course.
Hopefully.
Of course.
Are you coming back?
Yeah, are you?